Hi, it's Caitlin and I'm here with a brand new collection from Bee's Knees Lacquer. Right off the bat, I want to thank Bee's Knees Lacquer for generously sponsoring this video today, but as always, all opinions are my own. So this collection, the Hades and the Underworld collection, is launching as part of their Buzzmas sale on November 26th at 7 p.m. Eastern. There will be a pre-order for the polishes and that will close on December 12th, just before midnight at 11:59 Eastern. So the Buzzmas sale, there's going to be lots happening. There's also another collection launching at the same time, Persephone. I haven't seen that one, but it's Bee's Knees Lacquer. It's going to be awesome. They're also going to have overpours from the K-pop Demon Hunters collection, which I absolutely loved. I will try to remember to link that one in the cards, but if you missed anything, you will be able to grab it at that time. So there is a lot of gorgeous stuff to see. I think you have all the information you need. If not, it will be down in the description, but let's get into the nail polish. Before we dive right into the collection, I'm just going to read what Sarah shared here. She said it's the time of year again where greenery retreats, sleeping once more, while Persephone reclaims her throne as queen of the underworld, rejoining Hades for the next 6 months. This is a collection of vampy shimmers and light reflective glitters, focused on the darkness and light the king and queen of the underworld each bring to the domain. This is called She Was His Light, and it is a gossamer spring green with orange shimmer. So the gossamer finish is sheer, and you will still see your free edge on that third coat. So if you're not a fan of that look, you can definitely layer it over a similarly colored green cream or jelly. And all of my swatches today will be topped off with the I'm Very Fast Quick Dry Top Coat from Bee's Knees Lacquer. The next polish is Shadows Are Mine, and this is an almost black fuchsia with pink microflake shimmer. And I will make another note that the bottles you'll probably notice have the B back. Sarah said she missed it, so they've made a permanent change to have it back on their bottle. There's also going to be a Buzzmas sale, so they will be having their final launch for the year, which will include 2 collections, and everything except Unicorn Pea polishes will be 30% off. Now this was stunning in 2 coats, great opacity, and absolutely love the shimmer here. It's very grungy, very 90s, very Chanel vamp. And this polish is Do You Love Her to Death? This one is a deep ruby with ruby microflake shimmer. This one does start out sheer, but it builds up quite nicely in 3 coats. if it's your taste, you want something slightly lighter, you could leave it in 2 because the coverage is even, but I do think this one looked best in 3. Next up we have Bow to Her, which is a milk chocolate brown with glowy emerald shimmer. And I do really like when Bee's Knees Lacquer puts shimmer in a brown base. I think it gives a really interesting finish. This one is very pretty and the shimmer is very shifty. Again, this one, you could leave it in 2, but I do think it's best in 3. Here we have Don't Fear the Dark, which is a midnight blue with indigo shimmer. And the indigo shimmer in this one is really finely milled, which I think is a really nice option. The shimmer is just sort of like beautifully interspersed with the base color. You can't really see the shimmer particles, so it creates a very soft look, but of course with a very deep color. So this is kind of nice, and I feel like it's a little different for Bee's Knees Lacquer. And the formula here is fantastic with opacity in 2 coats. And here we have King of the Underworld. This is a royal ruby with glowy cobalt shimmer. so I did do a double take because I wasn't sure when I was swatching. I felt like this looked a lot like Don't Fear the Dark, which we just saw. So I do have a side-by-side of those. They are different, but at first glance in the bottle, I was like, what's going on? But the shimmer here is much larger. It's a different color, different base color. But again, nice coverage on this one in 2 coats. But it was one of those polishes where when I sort of interrogated it a little bit more under different lighting, I felt like it needed a 3rd coat. So you might get away with it in 2, but I did feel like a 3rd coat just really finalized the look completely. And here's Promised is the side by side, which under direct lighting, they do look quite similar. But the shimmer here sort of makes the difference, I would say. And now we're going to look at some light reflective glitters. We have Lord of the Dead, which is a sheer but buildable indigo with strong gold shimmer and a scattering of silver light reflective glitter. I do really like the sparsity of the reflective glitter in this polish because it doesn't overtake, it doesn't add too much texture, and the shimmer is just beautiful with that indigo blue base. I will recommend 3 coats with this one and a generous layer of top coat just to take care of the reflective glitter. It won't be difficult to remove, but it does just dry down a tiny bit textured, so you do want that good generous layer of top coat to get a very glossy, smooth finish. And this does have a really beautiful look to it, as you're going to see. Very, very shifty. Okay. And here is Decay Nurtures Life, which is a sheer but buildable leafy brown with strong green shimmer and a scattering of silver light reflective glitter. This is a really pretty contrast between the base and the shimmer, but again, very sheer as described. You will see it in 3 coats, but on that 3rd coat, it was still slightly uneven for me. You're gonna see what you see, so you can make your own judgment on this one, but I think this one is probably better, probably over another base color, maybe a deep jelly brown or black, and it is pretty with a shimmer. Again, similar formula to the last. You will want top coat to smooth everything out, and it will not be too difficult to remove, but the reflective glitter does add a little bit of texture. And lastly, we have a charity polish for the benefit of the UVA chapter of Remote Area Medical Efforts to host a local clinic in spring 2026 to help those in the area in need of healthcare services. All profits will be donated. This is a deep cranberry polish with some added pink sparkle, and it will be capped at 750 bottles. So grab it if you want to. It sounds like an amazing cause, and the color of this is just absolutely stunning. Bee's Knees Lacquer doesn't do a lot of pinks, so I think when we get one, it's extra special, and like I just go nuts for it because I love pink and I love Bee's Knees Lacquer. This is Best in 3 with Top Coat. From the Hades and the Underworld collection, my favorite was Shadows Are Mine because the shimmer is actually very rainbowy and shifty, and it does show up on the nail that way despite the really deep, rich, dark base. So it's just very like goth, and I love that. So definitely my favorite from that collection. And I totally fell for Ramp Up Healthcare, which is the charity polish. So not only is it a great cause, but it's also a stunning nail polish and perfect for the holiday season. Again, it's like kind of like cranberry sauce. So please let me know in the comments what you think of the polishes. Let me know what you are most excited to pick up. And I guess that's it for this video. I'm very excited to see the Persephone collection, so I will be checking out swatches of those to see what that one looks like and hopefully grabbing some for myself. And thank you all so much once again for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are. Bye.